And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran that there is a difference in levels between the one who has knowledge and the one who does not. هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? Can they be equal? The ones who know and the ones who do not know? As Shaykh al-Uthaymeen rahimahullah ta'ala said, of course the answer here is no. Allah wants us to understand that the answer here is no. They are not equal. The ones who know and the ones who do not know, the alim and the jahil, are they equal? Of course they are not, as Shaykh al-Uthaymeen says. The ayah is highlighting to us that they are not. هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? And this is the example that Ibn al-Qayyim mentioned, and I've mentioned it before. That example of the dogs. Ibn al-Qayyim said, a knowledgeable dog is higher in status than a jahil dog. Even the dogs, forget about the honorable and noble humans. The dogs, the knowledgeable one is superior to the jahil one. How? Who remembers? Sure, I've mentioned this before many a time, this example. How is the knowledgeable dog more status than the jahil dog?
Does it benefit the people more, like if they're trained, for example?
So if they are trained, a trained dog can do what for you?
Sniff out drugs for the police, for example.
Alright, in the olden days they would be used more for
Hunting. Blind people.
That's one of the purposes, but also hunting too. Hunting. The sunnah regarding a dog is that you're allowed to have dogs for certain purposes. There's a hadith that mentions 3 purposes. One is the kalbu mashiyah, the kalbu zara' or zira'a, and the other one, the kalbu sayd. You can have a dog, like they call it these days, like a sheep dog. A dog that looks after your livestock. The foxes don't come and eat your sheep and your cows. The dog looks after those animals. You can have that. A dog that looks after your farm. You're growing your crops, your vegetables. You don't want the crows and the birds and the animals to come and eat it all. You can have a dog guarding it. Allowed. And you can have a dog for hunting. In this country it was legal up until recently. I think now it's become illegal. When they used to go hunting with their red jackets on the horses. Hunting dog. Permissible in Islam to have a hunting dog. Those are the 3 permissible types of dogs. Guard dog is differed over. Some of the scholars allow that. Many of them don't allow that. That's differed over. But these other 3 are mentioned. But coming to the hunting dog. You're allowed to have a dog as a hunting dog when you go hunting. But there are conditions about the type of dog you're allowed to have. And basically, in a nutshell, those conditions revolve around the dog being knowledgeable, the dog being trained, as we say. It understands instructions. When it sees the prey and you release it, it understands to go and catch the prey. When you give it some other instruction, wait, sit, hide, it understands what's going on. It can do the hunting with you. A knowledgeable dog that understands instructions and is trained. That's the type of dog you can have as a hunting dog. An ignorant dog goes and catches the prey, rips it up into 100 pieces, starts eating it itself. That's not what you require in the hunting dog. So, a trained dog is allowed as a hunting dog. A jahil dog, in basic terms, is not. So Ibn al-Qayyim said, look at that. A trained dog has the nobility. You can have that. It can come hunting with you. The sunnah allows it. The jahil dog, no. So even in dogs, Ibn al-Qayyim said, look at knowledge. This one is trained, has the knowledge of the affairs. It is superior to the ignorant dog that does not know anything. That is within the dogs. As for the humans and the jinn, الثقلين, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ennobled gave this great nobility to mankind and favored them and made them superior over the animals, then certainly you recognize now, هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? Can they be equal, the ones who know and the ones who do not know? They cannot. Those from mankind who seek knowledge of their religion and they study and they learn are superior to the ones who remain jahil.